After decades of working in public service, King County Councilmember Jeanne Kohl-Welles will retire at the end of this year. Kohl-Welles says she will not seek re-election after more than 30 years in office and roles in the state legislature and, of course, the King County Council. We are getting an opportunity to hear from her this afternoon. So, Councilmember, thank you so much for the time. Let's start with what ultimately led to this decision and why now.
Thank you for having me on. It was a hard decision to make. I have loved working in the public policy arena. Effecting social change has been my life, my calling. But it is time to move on and free up space for somebody else to get involved. It doesn't mean that I'm going to go away. I love being involved and I will continue to do so.
You know, your colleague, Joe McDermott, announced last week he will not seek re-election. Separately in the Seattle City Council, we now know 4 council members opted not to run again. By chance, did this at all influence your decision to retire at this time, or were you planning on it anyway?
I was actually planning on retiring. I talked it over with my family and my staff over the last several months, and this seemed like a very good time to announce it. I was actually very surprised when Councilmember McDermott made his announcement last Friday. I had not known that was coming. We worked together in the Senate and here on the council. I adore him. And I think we will do things when we leave at the end of next year, do things together.
Wonderful. And so after all this time in office, 30 years, what do you see as some of your greatest accomplishments? What will you remember?
Some of my accomplishments are ones that people don't know about. Really working to be able to have higher education more accessible and affordable, to bring in all individuals who want that experience and haven't been able to afford to champion women and their being able to become more involved and taken seriously, become involved in elective office. I think a couple of the things that really have meant a lot to me, though, have been my work on medical marijuana to make sure that individuals, patients, and their families were able to access this medicine that could really make a difference. That was really tough, and I was very thrilled when we got my medical marijuana reform legislation through the legislature in 2011, even though the governor at the time vetoed important parts of it. The Seahawks Stadium. That was a huge effort. I was known as Senator Jock on the Senate floor, and it was a thrill to be able to get that through, but it was extremely tough. But look at the fan support now, and yes, people love the Seahawks. That was huge. Yes. Working on the council, many things, but I think the toughest and very rewarding was serving as budget chair. For the first 2 years of the pandemic, we had 13 budgets go through in 2 years. And that was especially meaningful to me that we were able to get all those through and to bring help to people in need and to bring support to our arts and cultural institutions, to our senior centers, our food banks, to bring back tourism. It was an incredible journey, but it paid off in the long run.
Yes, indeed, and a well-deserved retirement. Thank you so much, Councilmember Jeanne Kohl-Welles. We appreciate you reflecting with us. Thank you, and we hope you have a wonderful retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you.